Vicky Gotti show, and I'm here with the one and only the baked cookie, Courtney Garcon. How are you tonight, Courtney?
I'm so
Yes.
so. I'm
Now,
so so.
you so now first of all, I just want to say, did you like the ball last night, Courtney? Jasmine Cassell ball.
It was alright.
It was alright. Congratulations, Courtney. You won.
I got out there. I
You
got
got it.
out
You
there.
really got out there. But I also want to congratulate Kelly and Jasmine on their new house of couture. Congratulations. How you felt about that, Courtney?
I
That
didn't get
whole.
to see that part. I was taking off my clothes. I missed it. I didn't even know it happened.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't get to see a lot of stuff. So
Okay. Well, like I said, I want to congratulate them, and I also want to congratulate the new icons that was deemed Harold, Kiana, Rodney, and that's just to name a few. But anyways, all about the cookie. The cookie, you are really here. I think the girls really been waiting for
I'm in
this.
the spot.
You're in the spot. So, Courtney, first of all, how did you first come out in the scene? Like, who brought you out?
Like in a gay scene or like in a ballroom.
Ballroom.
All right. Tammy. She's a rebel.
From
Like,
Brooklyn?
yeah, Tammy.
From
It
Tammy.
happened like I would go to her house. We would dance. Like we were on a dance team and. Like at 9 o'clock when it was time for me to go home, like it used to be like Tammy, Mark, DeAndre, Amani, the girls would come over and they would just put on wigs and bow down, like,
Mm-hmm.
and I used to just be like, I was amazed by it, but I really didn't. And they used to just always,
How old was you at the time?
probably like around like 9,
9.
and I just wanted to be in the crib. Like I heard of houses, but I never knew what it was.
Right.
So I got a little older and I went to the village, and then the girls, recruited me.
And what was your first house ever?
Bitch is the key.
Was you at Ebony? You know
I was
what?
Ebony. I was Ebony.
Okay,
I was
I knew that.
actually when I first came out, I used to hang out with this little Spanish boy named Louis.
I think I know. I don't know if I know.
She's an old
Oh,
girl.
she's an old
She's
girl.
an
Okay, I forgot what the
old
Lewis I
girl.
knew.
She and she was a LaBeija. Because Jebba was her gay father and Portia was her mother. So she made me a LaBeija.
You was in La Beja with the old girl.
I was a LaBeija. Bitch, I was in the crib, then I from a LaBeija. I became like, I thought I was walking like Butch Magasa and like, I thought I was playing like, they told me I was gonna be a face child. Like they was really trying to get me out there, but it didn't. Like
It didn't work.
we wasn't really into that. We were just having fun.
But Courtney, you was also from a lot of girls that don't know, like my viewers and everybody who don't know. You was voguing, Femme performance at one time. Like what
I was
happened
not
with that?
really like film queen performance. I was like female figure performance at the time because I wasn't really transitioning at the time when I was doing it. But when, like I was of the year for it. I was like,
Oh, for real?
actually, I'm the one that made the category. Like before Roxy, before Leomi, before all the girls doing it, I was the first one.
For real?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even know that.
I was the before Roxy will tell you the night that Roxy actually came out and ate the girls. I was if I would have been there, it probably would have been a different night. I didn't show up that night.
Do you regret, like, because, Roxy and All the Girls are Legend, do you regret stopping and taking a little period? Like, All the Girls are Legend, but you was out with them and they passed you? Do you feel?
No, because I was never really into it like that. Like, you see right now, I did into have, like, I don't ever stay consistent. Like, this is the most I ever traveled to go to an event. And I don't travel for the event. I travel to hang out with the people.
And have a good time.
Have a good time. Like, and if I don't have a good time, I'm not coming back out for, like, 6 months.
Now, Courtney, what who made you come, like, who skinned you out to come out for Carter? Like, who gave you that confidence that you got
I was
it?
always in a village walking around, and all the old girls would be like, is this girl named, what's her name? Oh my gosh, I can't. It started from Katrina Icon, legendary Katrina.
Okay.
But it was Katrina Icon was the first one, but then the other girl, I forgot her name. I'm gonna get tired. Katrina Icon used to see me like walking around in the back streets and everything. She'll always say, "Bitch, you don't want to come by. You don't walk face." And I was like, "Me?" Like Courtney with the Air Max on, like me, the vlog. She was like, "Yes, bitch, you sit." And I'm like, and then she took me to the Icons one day. Like they was all on the corner, like on Christopher Street, and they brought me to the block. And she like, "James, y'all see it for face?" And all the Icons key, bitch. Like they died.
James who? Icon?
James, but he didn't laugh. They all kiki like all the old girls that were out around that
Wait,
time.
when they was keying, like you don't have it.
They was keying like, yeah, bitch, like bitch, Katrina, what's going on? Why the fuck would you say something like that?
Right.
And Katrina was like, y'all don't see it? They was like, no. They was like, they wasn't saying no. They was kikiing like, you really see that, Katrina? Like, do you see it?
Right.
And, like making me a joke. And James had actually saw me and looked at me and said, you know what? it's no disrespect to y'all, but she actually could walk face. She's just not mature enough to do it. I was like 17, like at the time. She's not mature enough to do the category, but she can walk it if she really wanted to and put her mind to it. Like if I wanted to do it, I could do it. But
now, Courtney, but would you say Pony is a person that like started your career as far as like Zion and like really got you out?
Actually, the first ball walk face, I was in St. Clair.
Oh.
And it was like 2004. It was like this little mini ball. I used to dib and dab all the time because I was already walking Butch Queen Up and Drag Face already, and I was already walking and winning that. Mm-hmm. And prior to me even like when I started my transition, I wasn't even thinking about ballroom at the time. A family thing was like me and my mother was like, if my mother was like, if you want to take this step further and you want me to go to the doctor, sign these papers, you need to go to school, you need to get some type of education before you just get out there and just be like lost. You know what I'm saying? Like, could you get caught up in that world? Right. So I focused more on that. That's why I got lost, and that's why I'm not legendary because I had to get ready for me, like for life. I didn't at that time. It was voguing is something that you learn as you come out. You think that's what everybody's supposed to do because you're young, but everybody don't have to do that. Right. And you get over it.
You get over it. Now, Courtney, being that do you consider yourself as one of the like faith girls?
Yeah, I think I am one of the face girls.
Like, when did you start feeling like, bitch, I'm here? Like, I'm here.
When I became a Garcon. Like the management skill, like the way I was managed, the way that the operations went, the way that it went, everything went. Like when I hit the floor, it was like a whole different setting from when Whitney first brought me out. Like when he woke me out, it was given very. This is the new addition to the Barbies.
Well, quick question, Courtney, real quick. How did you feel at the PLCC board when the legendary Jason chopped you? Like, how did you feel? Like,
I always think
were you discouraged?
No, I'm not, because I'm a hard worker. I work for everything that I want. Like, I'm a hard worker at everything. When she chopped me, that made me right there. That was the point that said, all right, she chopped me, but I need to bring it back. And then when I look at the DVD, I deserve to be chopped, even though I only got one chop. And that wasn't even polished because I was still like a new girl. Nobody really noticed me. But for one chop, I should have got more than that. Right. Because I looked bad. You know what I'm saying?
At least you can be.
I can say that because that's how you learn. You learn from your mistakes. And I always think Jason from that mark, from that day on, I always say, I'm going to make him know it.
Make him know it. And so clearly, do he live for that cookie now?
Well, I was on his team, right?
Oh, was he?
You know, what that say?
What that say? So, Courtney, I want to know, like, you know, in the Bromance, like, who you honestly say is your competition as far as, like, Lola, Aga, Paris Extravaganza, Stasha, Garcon, Trace, Mizrahi, or Nadia Milan? Who do you think is, like, that, you know? Competition.
I don't think it's like competition because you just never with the girls they dip and dab. You don't never know who's coming out or whatever like that. Like you know what I'm saying. Like everybody's out for their moment. You know, so I can't really say. You know what I'm saying. Like I don't think that I have like a rival or nothing like that. I just dip and dab. You know what I'm saying. I don't think nobody really has a rival because it's like you just.
Well, I would say in the beginning of your career it was Erica. At the time, Allure. You know, that was a big thing for you, right? Like back and forth.
That wasn't really a thing for us.
Even Lola, you was battling with her constantly.
Well, I guess that you could say because we all live in New York City.
Right.
Because being that we all live in New York City, like me, Lola, Paris, Erica, we're the New York City girls.
Right.
So, you know, like if you see Atlanta girls, you'll see the same Atlanta girls. You'll see like Didi and Stasha, them keep battling over and over. And you'll think it's right because those are the only girls that's there. Mm-hmm. So we was the only girls that here that, so that's why we were battling. But I don't really think it was like, I wouldn't say it was a rival. I think that we always trying to get out. We was always trying to make a moment, and we created that moment and that together. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't want to just see one. You wanted to see all of us.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because if you just see one, you be like, girl, come on, let's get the vote for him then. But when you see all the girls, you be like, all right, I want to actually see what they going to give. I want them to dance to the sisters. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? It's like that.
Courtney, what makes you different from all the other face girls? Like, what do you think is unique about you?
Because I'm real. Like, I'm a real person. Like, at the end of the day, this don't mean nothing to me. I just like it. It's just like I just like it for it's like stars and cameras. It's lights, camera, action for me. Like you know, and afterwards, it's like a performance when it's all over. You go home. I'm just a regular person. When I'm home on a regular day, it's just me and my dog and my girlfriend, my dog. We just
shout out to Mother. I love Mother.
Shout out to Mother.
Now, like, do you feel like do you honestly feel like Courtney, as far as like you know? Do you feel like it's too overwhelming sometimes? Like, you know, you feel like you have to be done 24/7. You can't be caught out there. You can't be...
Sometimes I regret. Sometimes I say to myself, like, I regret doing it. Like when I be in the gym working out for the stuff, you know, when I'm working out for it, because I want to show a certain part of my body, I'll be like, oh, like I'll cry sometimes. Like I can't believe that this is really like it
And I
transformed
heard
me.
you a crybaby, Courtney.
Yeah, I cry about everything. Oh my gosh, they tell you I cry. I would cry about anything just in a drop of a hat. You would never even know that because I'm always the one that's ready to fight. I'm always the one that's because I be hurt, so I gotta shake.
Right.
You know, you gotta shake so I can be hurt. But I would say like you know what I'm saying? It does be overwhelming, but the attention, I love the attention. You would never think that the same girl that came out of the POCC that got chopped is asked to be mother of like 10, 12 different houses.
Speaking of that, Courtney, the mothers, like these mother positions, like, you know what I'm saying? You got asked to be mother Scada, Milan, Ebony, Chanel. Why you ain't go to none of those houses?
The Milan's gonna ask me that.
The Milan's gonna actually be mother? Okay, Scada.
They asked me.
Why you didn't go to Scada?
Because at the time, honestly, I think I would have did it if my sister had just passed away and I was still a 007 at the time. I didn't at the time when Jason had hit me up, asked me, I was really like didn't want to be bothered. Not that I was saying I was giving up on Ballroom, but I needed time for me and my family to we was bruised. You know what I'm saying? So we had to work together. We was getting things together. I wasn't worried about no ball.
Ebony's.
It never came direct. It's like it's what with them, you know what it is with them. Like they want this, the kids want this, and the people want this, but then they don't want that, and there's just so much going on with them. And I probably would have really actually did it. Like if they kept contacting me. It was wrong people doing the wrong stuff. Like it's just very unorganized. And I know you know how Sanaya is. I don't think she wanted that. You know, so I was not going to be involved in stuff like that and be like, I love Sanaya. I really like live for her, but I don't think that I don't live for her, but I love her.
Right.
So I don't.
So Courtney, who are some of your like favorite like femme for face? Like who is some of your favorite like that she is like Cookie, City, Undeniable? Who are some of your favorite face girls?
Everybody knows I love the late Danielle Revlon. That's my idol. I have pictures of her on my iPad, clips of her. Like I really love her a lot because before I came on, the girl that told me that was the girl, what's her name that she pumped the girls?
Kelly Harper?
No, she from she one of the girls like from the street, like she from she did what's her name? I forgot her name. Wait, let me get it. What's her name? Wasn't Katrina. Her name was so fucking whatchamacallit.
I don't know. I don't know. Like
you don't know her. Tour to the stuff like what
she pumped the girls.
Yeah, she pumped the girls. But she told me like when I met her, she was like she used to always say to me, it used to be like outside. She like, don't she like? I used to walk by myself. I never used to be with a group of girls. And I used to walk and I used to have this pocketbook and I used to just walk with my head high when I passed the crowd. And she used to say, don't she remind you of Danielle Revlon? And like Kelly used to always say, Danielle would roll over in her grave if she heard you say that. And Ashley Icon always say like, you remind me of Danielle a lot. Or whatever. This is your whole aura, like the way you act.
The way you act.
I really like her. I like Cheyenne a lot.
I love Cheyenne.
I love Cheyenne. I met her too. As a great person. I like Misha. But my favorites is like.
What about Dee Dee Chanel?
I love Dee Dee. I love Dee Dee beyond that. Like when you talk about love for a person, it goes beyond a ballroom categories. That's one of the realest people that I met during this whole, like she's the most beautiful person inside and out. That's why when you see her on the outside, she shines so brighter than everybody else because her soul inside is just so beautiful.
Right.
She's like a real person.
We're going to come back with more with Courtney because I want to get into her personal life a little bit more. I want to get into the surgeries, the procedures. I want to get into the fight back in the day with Ray Ray and Kelly. I want to just get into, her dating Dominique from Brooklyn. I just want to talk about Dominique the cunt that you dated.
Oh my gosh.
So we're going to come back on the Vicky Gotti show.